If your strength only works inside a gym, it's not real strength, period. The world doesn't care about your 1 rep max if you can't carry groceries without your spine collapsing, push a stalled car out of an intersection, or run a half mile without sounding like Darth Vader in a humidifier. So, today we're going to be talking about the holy trinity of real world training: carry, push, run. This isn't about looking shredded in a mirror or chasing functional buzzword. It's about building the kind of strength and endurance that actually saves your ass in the real world. Think about it: carry, hauling heavy loads from sandbags to backpacks to your kid when they fall asleep mid hike. Push, moving weight forward, whether it's furniture, a sled, or your damn body off the floor. And then run, the most primal movement there is. Fight or flight wasn't invented for Instagram, it was survival. By the end of this video, you'll know why these three movements complement each other, how to combine them into a savage strength and conditioning workout, and how to scale it whether you're a beast or rebuilding your capacity at 40. Strap in, this isn't pretty fitness, it's strength that matters. Let's start with the why, because if you don't understand why, you'll train like an idiot chasing these isolated numbers that don't translate to anything outside of the barbell. So, carry. Loaded carries are the single most underrated movement in strength training. Farmers carries, sandbag carries, ruck marching. They build grip, traps core stabilizers, and mental grip. More importantly, they mimic real life. Nobody cares about your preacher curl PR when you can't haul a heavy suitcase up a stairs. Pressing isn't just about chest day. It's about total force production, upper body, trunk, leg drive, sled pushes, push ups, overhead presses. They teach you to move weight forward, stabilize under fatigue, and coordinate multiple systems. So, in a real world scenario, pushing your broken down car out of traffic, you either can or you can't. And those that have done it know and understand this motion. And then run. Running isn't just cardio, it's primal efficiency: lung, heart, tendons, rhythm. Running under fatigue after lifting or carrying is a whole different animal. It forces your body to clear lactate, recover on the move, and test if your strength can actually last. So, together, carry plus push plus run is strength with staying power. It's the difference between being the guy who's strong until he gasses out and the guy who can go all day. Combining load bearing strength with aerobic conditioning trains both your type 2 muscle fibers, your fast and explosive, and your type 1 fibers, your endurance. Your heart adapts to handle volume, your tendons adapt to stress, and your nervous system learns efficiency under fatigue. Translation: you won't just look strong, you will be strong across any environment. So, we are introducing what I call the siege workout, the carry push run workout. Here's the basic blueprint on this. It's simple on paper and brutal on reality. The challenge: carry 100 meters, heavy farmer's carry. Dumbbells, kettlebells, sandbag, pick your poison. For the push: 10 sled pushes, about 20 to 40 meters each, your choice, or 20 to 30 push ups if you don't have a sled. And then go for a run, 400 meters. Perform this as a circuit, rest as needed, repeat 6 to 8 rounds. The carry will crush your grip, core, and stabilizers. The push will blast your upper body and trunk while forcing coordination. And then the run will hit lungs, heart, and recovery under fatigue. So by round 4, you're no longer training just muscles, you're training systems: your nervous system, your cardiovascular system, your musculoskeletal system. This is where durability and grit are forged. Now, for scaling options, for the beginner, do 50-meter carries instead of 100 meters. Body weight push-ups instead of sleds. 200-meter run instead of 400 meters. Do 4 rounds instead of 8 and progressively increase from there. For your intermediate athlete, do 100-meter carries, medium weight. Sled pushes with moderate load and full 400-meter runs. Do 6 rounds. For your advanced athletes, double carries, sandbags and dumbbells, heavy sled pushes, 400-meter uphill runs or on trails, and do 8 rounds. Now, if you need substitutions, want to do something a little bit differently, say if you have no sled, do burpees or hand release pushes. If you have no weights, load a backpack. No track, run laps around your block, which is what I do. Make everything excuse proof. Tips and tricks on how to survive this. Remember, grip is going to be king. Most people fail the carries not because their traps give out, but because their hands do. Train grip with farmer's carries, towel hangs, and fat grips. Second tip: breathe on the push. Whether it's a sled or push ups, don't hold your breath like you're constipated. Use short exhales to keep pressure but avoid gassing out. Then the third tip: pace the run. Your first round will feel fine. Your last round will feel like a death march. That's the point. Start slower than you think. You're training recovery, not ego. Fourth tip, footwear in terrain. Running 400-meter after carries, shoes will actually matter. The stable base for carries, but cushioning for runs. Pick wisely. Number 5, do not race the clock. This is not a CrossFit WOD. It's about consistent quality under fatigue, not shaving seconds. You want repeatable effort, not a highlight. You should be thinking that your carry, push, and run are a triangle of capability. The carry builds stability and raw strength, your push builds force and forward drive, your run builds endurance and resilience. Put them together in your training movement systems, not just muscles. That's why military, fire, and tactical athletes rely on them. You cannot fake capability when the load is heavy and your lungs are burning. Physiology. Training in this style will improve your work capacity, your ability to do more work, recover faster, and keep going. Work capacity is the foundation every serious athlete who wants to outlast injury and fatigue and burnout should focus on. They will blend aerobic and anaerobic energy systems. The carry and push spike your anaerobic demand. The run forces aerobic recovery. Over time, your body becomes more efficient at clearing lactate, recycling energy, and maintaining form under duress. So you won't just get stronger, you will get harder to kill. Remember, this workout is not about numbers. It's about grit. Do not worry about the clock. Do not worry about the rounds. Because by round 5, your grip is fried, your lungs are burning, your quads are screaming. That's a wall. Most people quit there, but the wall is a training stimulus. That's where durability is built. So do not be chasing perfection. Chase repeatable effort under fatigue. Think like this. Every carry will teach patience and posture. Every push teaches drive when you're drained. And every run teaches recovery in motion. Do that for 8 rounds, and you're not just training fitness, you're rehearsing resilience. It is not the flashy workouts that make you durable. It's that simple, savage ones you repeat until they're part of your DNA. Carry, push, run is one of these. The siege workout is one of these. This is not functional training. This is capability training. It builds strength you can actually use, strength that carries over when life demands more than a PR in the gym. If you want to move heavy loads, build grit under fatigue, and run with lungs that don't betray you, start here. Scale it with your level, commit to the process, and watch your capacity explode. So here's your challenge. Program the siege workout into your week for the next 6 weeks. It can be 1 round or 6 rounds. It doesn't matter. Watch what happens. And when you hit that wall in round 6 eventually, don't quit, because that's where the work begins. That's where your grit is forged. Remember, this is Dr. Matt, and we are Grit and Determined.